I'm in New York this weekend, and the main agenda for coming to the city this time would be to visit the Met Museum or the Metropolitan Art Museum. And then we also have a Broadway show tomorrow. But yeah, those are just excuses to come to the city. I simply love New York, even though I live in Boston. But even though I'll be going to the Met Museum and Broadway, I'll definitely find some time to go to a couple of bookstores, especially Barnes& Noble located at 14th Street. Museum? All right, I'm really excited to get this up. Let's go. Okay, so I just came to the ancient Greece and the Roman hall of the museum. So I'm very much excited to see like ancient Greek artifacts and Roman artifacts and essentially how the I would say the connection between Roman culture and Greek culture. So yeah, let's find out. For me, studying the connection between Greek and Roman and Indian civilization is something really important. Because I'm in that point of my personal research where I'm trying to understand how different ancient nations were connected with each other, especially when it comes to Greek and Indian cultures. There are a lot of philosophical and intellectual and art exchanges, which you can find it through a lot of Greek texts and Sanskrit texts. The most famous one being like when Alexander tried invading India, he encountered the forces of Chandragupta Maurya and Kautilya or Chanakya, and then both the nations and both the cultures reached to a certain settlement, and then hence began this trade and exchange of different scientific and philosophical treaties, exchange of tradesmen and craftsmen, and all of those things. Right now, I'm at Mary and Michael Gallery, and this particular hall is full of marble stone sculptures depicting different Greek gods and historical figures, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm at the Asian Art and Sculpture Gallery now, and this is simply mind blowing. The amount of art pieces that they have accumulated belonging to Buddhist and a lot of Asian cultures, it's really mind blowing. center there's Buddha, and there are like other deities of Buddhism. So I have been researching Sanatana Dharma for a while, and I have been studying into different forms of Vishnu, one of the gods of the Trinity. But I've never come across a representation called Vaikuntha Vishnu, which is seen over here, which kind of combines few of his avatars into one central deity. So on the left we see the head of a lion beside the face of a human. So the lion face resembles the Narasimha avatar, and on the right you have the face of a boar representing the Varaha avatar. Yeah, it's really fascinating. But this is one form of Vishnu which the symbolic meaning has been lost over the ages. At least I have never seen any such representation in India or any Indian mentioning about this particular representation, which is called Vaikuntha Vishnu. Here is the image of Shiva, the representation of time itself. So both Vishnu and Shiva represents the space-time complexity of the universe. So the ancient Indians, with Sanatana Dharma at its core and Sanskrit text, always represented these complex concepts like space and time in terms of personification. So it's easier to understand and to appreciate. So both Shiva representing time and Vishnu representing space form the ultimate continuum of space-time complexity. So I just got done with the Indian Asian art gallery, and there's just so many pieces and artworks over there to intake in just a single day. And there are like other halls dedicated to other cultures. But I feel the Asian and Indian art itself is gonna take a week worth of time. So I'm gonna definitely come back to this museum some point in future, but today I'm really done. My mind is really overwhelmed and it's blown away with all of the ancient pieces that I saw. So yeah, I guess I'm done for the day. Good morning. It's the second day in New York City. Yesterday I spent 4 hours at a museum exploring the artifacts of the Roman, Indian, and Asian culture. Today, the big plan is watching a show in Broadway. The show is called Our Town and it stars Jim Parsons. Me and my wife have been a long time watchers of the Big Bang Theory. And yeah, pretty much excited for that. Oh, it's so chilly in October. That's why I'm wearing AirPods, which serves more of like earplugs rather than listening music. Right now, I'm headed to Times Square and probably will go to Barnes and Noble and a few other bookstores. So let's go. So the Coffee Next Door, I have few books in the series. I have this one, The Tales from the Cafe, and I guess I have this one as well, Before Your Memory Fades. I mean, the first two books. I'm planning to read the third book pretty soon, but the author has already released the fourth and the fifth editions. The fourth and the fifth books of the series, which I may or may not give them, but not this time. It's more of like lighthearted tales. I found this great edition of the Vatican. It contains a lot of pictures and descriptions which would allow me to search it deep and find out more interesting stuff about the Vatican. I explored many books this time, but I didn't feel like it would be worthwhile purchasing. I shortlisted few books which I need to go back home and look up in the internet more to find out user reviews, Goodreads reviews, and critic books. So something that I don't want to buy are like simple coffee table books, because there are a lot of picture books and hard books which people buy just to like, make it like a decor on their coffee table, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm a big fan of like buying books and making sure to read through the entirety of them. Yeah, I don't believe in like having a large to read file. I guess at max I have like 5 books in hand which I consider to be read instead of 30, 40 or 100 books. I may have found the best restaurant in New York till date. A restaurant which understands Indian Ayurveda and has described all of the dishes in terms of Vata, Kapha, and Pitta. Or combinedly, it's known as Tridosha. So every human composition is based upon these three energies, and each food is associated with one dosa. So I'm really glad that someone is doing this because I have never went to a restaurant in India who does these kind of things in their menu. So kudos. This Ayurvedic chai is delicious. I think this is gonna replace my regular chai back at home.